But I want to tell you a story about how and why I'm standing here tonight. Most people have, concerns about they wouldn't stand up here and talk in front of people, but I kind of have a natural ability to do that. But many, many years ago, when my son was about 3 years old, we moved to Leesburg. And when he got to be about 6 or 7, we took him to a summer camp, which was a drama camp, by the Growing Stage Theater. And it was by a lovely lady by the name of Dolly Stevens. And there, he spent a week in a drama camp, as most kids do these days. And ironically, it was run by one of the speakers, Tom Schweitzer. He was a student at Shenandoah University, and he was the drama teacher for that week. Well, my son got bit by the drama piece, and everything that came up from that point on, he would want to audition for, and so forth and so on. And I was the dad that would drive him back and forth to rehearsals along with my wife from time to time. And he was in the last play that I remember that he was in that kind of set the stage for why I'm standing here tonight, had to do with the best Christmas pageant ever, if you've ever seen that wonderful show. Well, he was in that show, and the week before the show was to go up, they had printed the programs. And as I'm sitting in the audience waiting for his rehearsal to be over, I was reading through the program, and in the back of the program was the upcoming play was going to be The Music Man, and they were looking for 5 or 6 adult men. And I said, never been in a play before. So as I'm driving home with my son Ben, I said, hey Ben, I said, it looks like they're doing The Music Man. Dolly's doing The Music Man this summer. Are you going to be in it? He said, oh, you bet. Dad, I wouldn't miss it. I said, well, I'm thinking of it too. And it's almost like the car stopped short. He said, there's no way, Dad, you're going to be in that play. And of course, I looked at him. I said, what do you mean, no way? I can sing. He said, yes, in church. I said, but I can sing. I do sing. He said, but Dad, you have to act. You may even have to dance. I said, Ben, I said, there's a little bit of a competitive streak in me. So I said, okay, Ben, I'm going to audition. Really? Okay, fine. So we both went to an audition at the Old Stone School in Hillsborough, Virginia. And there was Dolly Stevens and her choreographer in this small little classroom. And for the first time in my life, I was really scared to death. So what the heck was I thinking? So what I had to do is I had to prepare a song for this audition. And the song went something like this: gray skies are gonna, and then I stopped. Da da la da 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 da, and I started doing this. Da 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 da, la da 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 da, and they're looking at me. And the words came back, and all of a sudden I stopped. And it's almost like that frozen moment. I looked at them, and Di said, she clapped. I said, really? Seriously? Oh yeah, that's great. She said, now can you dance? I said, well, in what way? She said, well, just do some movement. And I said, seriously? And so if you can picture this, I won't do it now. It's a little silly, I can't. But just kind of moving around and moving my body up and down. I'm thinking, what the heck was I thinking, right? So needless to say, I got a part in the play, The Music Man. Yay. That's not the end of the story. So as rehearsals started, the first thing I had to learn how to do, which wasn't very easy, I had to take a chair. Because if you think of The Music Man, you're in a train, right? So chewing gum, remember all that story about chewing gum and walking down the street at the same time? Well, I had to sit in a chair because we were in a train, and I had to do this the whole time. What do you know? What do you know? What do you know? Hey, how you doing? How you doing? What do you know? What do you know? And that's pretty hard to do. Trust me. Try it. No, really. Try it. Come on. A little hard. No, any event. But from that perspective, learned how to do that. And the great part about The Music Man at the beginning scene is the fact that there's all these gentlemen, and we're talking to each other, and it's almost like a rap song, back and forth, back and forth. And that was the best part of it. So we rehearsed for about 2 months before the play was to go up, and it was almost like 3 weeks before the play was to go up. And at the beginning rehearsal, that famous director, Dolly, said, oh, by the way, gentlemen, one of the guys had to pull out at the last minute. And we all went, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? We're going to have to pick up his part. Are we going to do something? And literally, she turns around and points and says, you want to be in the play? And my heart was broken. I went up to Dolly afterwards and I said, did I really need to audition? She said, oh, hell no. You could have just showed up. We just needed some men up here. So, the end of the story is I've done various plays with Dolly Stevens, and I've said to her quite clearly, I am never, ever going to audition for you again because I want to be in your play. So, that's my story.